Good morning to all of the students of the world. In India, the all students are warm welcome in Smart Study Circle. This one is a chapter Quadratic Geometry for class 10th and all the competitive student. You know, SA II examination is at hand and the students are preparing or revising their syllabus. Just this one is a video of quadratic equation of 10 marks in SA II examination in CBSE board. The two questions are from 2 marks and the 2 questions from 3 marks group. So it means this chapter contains of totally 10 marks. And you watch only 2 videos. This one is the first part in which I am going to introduce you all the formula used here. And the second part we will discuss about some numericals questions which are very important for your SA2. Not only for class 10, for competitive exams, this chapter contains a question of at least 5 marks. In all the competitive like NDA, SSC, banking and so many, we have a questions of 5 marks. We are discussing how to get that complete full marks by easy way in short interval of time. Means काम कम करना पड़े लेकिन मार्क्स सभी के सभी आए. 5 मार्क्स के हैं तो 5 में 5 मार्क्स आए. कोई भी क्वेश्चन अनटच्ड ना रहे और हमारा बहुत ज्यादा टाइम भी ना लगे. ऑब्वियसली मुझे पता है कि सबने मेहनत किया है और बहुत अच्छे ढंग से मेहनत किया है तुमने पेपर की तैयारी में और तुम्हें भी विश्वास है कि हमें अच्छे मार्क्स आएंगे. हमें भी विश्वास है कि सभी बच्चों को अच्छे मार्क्स आएंगे. लेकिन अब एग्जाम के टाइम में यदि तुम बहुत ज्यादा टाइम वेस्ट करते हो, एग्जाम के टाइम में तुम्हारा लिमिटेड टाइम होता है, तो इसके लिए तुम्हें शॉर्टकट सीखना पड़ेगा. और यदि तुम अभी शॉर्टकट सीख लेते हो तो जब तुम कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम की तैयारी करने लगोगे तो वहां तुम्हें शॉर्टकट करने के लिए कोई कोचिंग या इधर या उधर या कोई बहुत सारा परेशानी होना या एक बार रिजल्ट हुए सेकेंड थर्ड फोर्थ, तुम कोशिश ये करोगे कि I will be selected in first rank. So let us hear once again, warm welcome to all of you in this. We have a coordinate geometry. You know, in coordinate geometry, we have some concept of the coordinate plane. But here is no need of all these. We have only to find sums, to solve some questions of this chapter of 2 marks or 3 marks in a very easy steps. See, remaining only few formulas. From first, we have distance formula. In this chapter, we have first formula that is called distance formula. What is that? According to this formula, we have if 2 points are given and their coordinate is also given, you have to find out the distance between them. Suppose a point A, you know, in coordinate geometry, points are identified by their abscissa and ordinate. The first x-axis, x1 and y1. This one is a point A. Location of point A, anywhere, it's either first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant or fourth quadrant. Don't mind it. It is only x1, y1 and B is another point having coordinate x2, y2. You have to find the distance between these two. It means what the complete question? The complete question is what is the distance of the line segment, what is the length of line segment, or what is the distance AB? The same questions we have. If the coordinate of A is x1, y1 or coordinate of B is x2, y2. What it means? We have given 2 points A, x1, y1 and B, x2, y2. And you have to find distance AB. What is distance AB? Distance AB is equal to under root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. What it means? It means different square of different of x quadrant plus different of square of y quadrant. It not fixed. You are taking x2 minus x1. If you have a confusion, तो तुम ऐसा करो, you can take x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. Whatever you have. You know why this and these are same things. You know, square of any number never be a negative number. So if x1 minus x2 square, it is just equal to x2 minus x1 square. No problem. So what is the distance AB? The formula for distance AB is under root square of difference of x quadrant plus square of difference of y quadrant. No mind. Suppose the question is find the distance AB. The question is find the distance of point A, that is quadrant given x1 y1 from origin. Here no other points are given. Only one point is given. We have point A, that is x1 y1, and you want to find out the distance from origin. You know this one is the origin. If this one is a y quadrant, this one is a x quadrant, this one is origin, and you know the coordinate of origin is 0, 0. It is intersecting point of both the axes, so its quadrant is 0, 0. Now we have to find out the distance OA. Okay. Without getting any formula, if you want to find a distance of a point from origin, we have only square root x square plus, if it is x1 y1, x square plus y square. If it is x1 y1, it is x1 square plus y1 square. Suppose the point is not x1 y1, the point is, here is, suppose any point P whose quadrant is -2 and 5. We want to find out OP. What is OP? Clearly, OP is equal to under root -2 square plus 5 square. It means it is 2 square 4, -2 square or plus 2 square, not 9, and 5 square is 25. What is the distance? Distance is just in single second, the distance is under root 29. Either OP or OA. Now, if you want to find out what is the distance PA, then what we have? We have this one is x1 y1 and this one is x2 y2. You can take this one is x1 y1 and this one is x2 y2, and you will get the distance PA. Now see, the second part, the three quadrants are given. Three coordinates of the vertices of a triangles are given, and you have to justify which type of triangle is this. In that case, suppose the first point is A, second point is O, and third point is P. What we have? We have applying distance formula. You have to find first OA, then OP, then PA. Just in easy way. And if you watch, among all the distance, two distance are equal, then you can say it is a isosceles triangle. If the all three sides are equal, you can say it is equilateral triangle, and no sides are equal, you can call an scalene triangle. If right angle triangle, you have to compare the sum of square of two shorter side is equal to square of larger side. In that case, you have not to take OA. We have to take OA square. Since we want to compare OA square, so OA square what we have? No need of under sign. It's a positive origin, so it's became x1 square. Suppose this one is not x1, it's also a numerical value. Suppose it is 2 and 5. So what we have? We have OA is equal to 2 minus 0, that means 2 square. Already we have 2 square is 4 and 5 square. 2 square 4, 5 square 25. It gives you 29. And what is OP? Again OP square. It's a -2 square plus 5 square, it also gives you 29 in just a 4 plus 25. And PA is equal to, what is PA square or AP square, whatever you are, PA square or AP square is equal to, now under root, no need of under sign. Under root here is 2 minus 2, 2 minus -2, this much is square, plus 5 minus 5 square. What we have? We have 2 minus 2 gives you 2 plus 2, 4. 4 square is 16 and 5 square 0. It is equal to 16. Now check carefully. The first side is 29. This one is a 29. This one also 29. But this one is a 16. So what you can guess? You can guess two sides are equal. So which type of triangle is OPA? That is an isosceles triangle, since its two sides are equal. If no sides are equal, it is scalene triangle. Applying distance formula, you can justify which type of triangle is it. Either it's a triangle. Suppose you have a question for a square, you have to find the all four sides. If all the four sides are equal at diagonals also, you have to evaluate. In that case, you can say whatever you have to ask. The second type of question is, it is all questions for distance formula, a question of 2 marks only. Now the second part is section formula. It is distance formula, and the second part is for section formula. What is section formula? See, we have 2 points again, A having quadrant x1, y1, and another point B, x2, y2. Here is a 2 point. So AB will be a line segment. From geometry, you know, there is one line can pass from two different points. A and B are two different points, so it is line AB. Anywhere on AB, there is a point P whose quadrant is capital X and capital Y, which divide it in the ratio m:n. What we have? We have to find the coordinate. It is unknown things. Capital X, capital Y is unknown things. You have to find the coordinate of a point P on the line segment joining the point A, x1, y1, B, x2, y2, which divide this line in the ratio of m:n. What is the ratio? Ratio is first part m, second part n. You have to find the coordinate of the point P on line AB, which divide the line segment AB in the ratio m:n. So we want to find the ratio coordinate of x and y. So section formula, from section formula we have coordinate x coordinate means abscissa of the point x is m x2 plus n x1 divided by m plus n. And similarly y is equal to m y2 plus n y1 divided by m plus n. Here get to x and y. Suppose in few cases in the examination we have find the ratio in which point pxy divide the line segment joining the point a x1 y1 and b x2 y2. You have to find the ratio. If we have to find in what ratio. So let ratio is equal to, in that case you have to let ratio is equal to k ratio 1. In that case you have not to take m ratio n. We have k ratio 1. So this becomes, this side is k and this side is 1. Then what we have? We have again the same formula. X is equal to k x2 plus 1 x1 divided by k plus 1. We have given x here is it. We have given x2 we have given here, x1 we have given here. Only unknown factor is k. So you can easily find the value of k. No problem we have. Now another one is, we have two formula. The first one is a distance formula and the second one is a section formula. Suppose x is the midpoint. Pxy here is the midpoint. I mean, we have point x1 y1 and b x2 y2. We have again 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2. We want to find out the midpoint of AB. Suppose this one is a m and this quadrant is x, y, and m is the midpoint. Then how you find? You will easily find if it is midpoint, it divides in the ratio m. Both are in m. So what we have? The coordinate of midpoint. Coordinate of midpoint of line segment joining the point A x1 y1 and B x2 y2. We want to find out the coordinate of midpoint joining the line A x1 y1 and B x2 y2. That is x coordinate. It means x is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. It not the another formula, it's the same formula. If you take m and n are equal, what we have seen here, we have earlier mx is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Now here n is equal to m. So what we have, x is equal to mx2 plus mx1 divided by m plus m. Right now, since these are in the same ratio midpoint, so it is 1:1. Here is taking, we have m/n. So what we have, taking as m as common, x2 plus x1 divided by 2m. M are cancelled out. Arranging this, we have x1 plus x2 by 2. That is x quadrant means abscissa of the point, midpoint of line segment joining the point A x1 y1 and B x2 y2. And similarly, the abscissa is x1 x2 by 2 and ordinate is y1 y2 by 2. No problem we have. We have two formula, distance formula and section formula. Thirdly, the subsidiary is the coordinate of midpoint. And we have in which ratio, if the coordinate of 2 points are given and point middle on this is given and you want to find out the ratio, in which ratio the points divide the line segment joining this and this point. You can easily find. Now the third formula is area of triangle. If we have a triangle whose all the vertices are given, suppose it is A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and C x3 y3. We have 3 points and you from 3 different points, one and only one triangles can be drawn. Here is a triangle ABC. We want to find out the area of triangle. That is a formula for area of triangle. Whose vertices are A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and C x3 y3. We are discussing only a formula. In part 2, we have some numerical in questions for your SA II examination. Here is a revision of all the formula from this chapter. For area of triangle, we have a triangle, only we have, and it is equal to half absolute value x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. Now, if you watch carefully, we have so much experience of about 20 years, so we have this one. But you have some confusion. तुम्हें यह फार्मूला बहुत बड़ा और so many numbers है, obviously इसमें बहुत सारे numbers हैं, तुम्हें क्या होगा, यह दिक्कत करेगा, याद नहीं रहेगा. एक तरफ से याद करोगे 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 है, कहीं कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा, कहीं प्लस है, कहीं माइनस है. Only a shortcut to find. You have to move on a circular path on 1 2 3. Always move 1 2 3 1 2 3. Keeping in mind, outside we have x quadrant and inside we have y quadrant. And move on 1 2 3. Now see how much easy. Triangle, you know it is area of triangle. Half absolute sign. We have x1 outside plus x2 outside plus x3. We have, write first all this. We have circular path. We have to move on circular path on 1 2 3. No problem. We have to write outside x1 x2 x3. Very easy. Now after run what we have, if you move we get 2. Inside we have y quadrant. It is y2 minus y3. After 2 we have 3. Here is a x2. So start from 3. y3 minus y1. Here is a x3. So start from 1. y1 minus y2. Not so easy. See, the same formula we have, but very easily to remind it, to very easily to keep in mind. We have outside x quadrant with positive sign, and inside we have different of y quadrant in order 1, 2, 3. Very easy. You can remember all these three formula: first distance formula, then after section formula, then after area of triangle. On the basis of area of triangle, a question, very important questions. The 3 points are given. You have to show is the points collinear. So what we have? Keeping in mind, if area of the triangle, if area of triangle is equal to 0, whenever you equate x1, x2, x3, whatever we have a given, vertices are given, and evaluate area of triangle, and you will find area of triangle as 0, then you can say points are collinear. If we have to show is the point collinear, you have to find the area of triangle. Just reversely, if area of the triangle is equal to 0, you find the points are collinear. If you want, it's a given, the points are collinear, find the value of, suppose someone, it is 2, but this one is x, this is 3, this 5, this one is suppose anything, 5 or 9. We want to find out x. It's a given that A, B, C form a triangle whose area is 0. So you evaluate this as the area of equal to 0, and only one known factor is x. You can easily find x. Now the third one and the last we have, sometimes we have find the coordinate of centroid of a circle. If x1, y1, b, x2, y2, and c, x3, y3. You have to find the coordinate of centroid. What is centroid? You know, centroid is a point where all the medians of a triangle intersect each other, and it is denoted by Z. Suppose AD, BE, and CF. These are the three medians which intersect each other at point G. The centroid is point G. You have to find the coordinate of the point Z. So directly we have coordinate of point Z is equal to Z. Suppose it is xy. So x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, and y is equal to, we want y, so it is y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Very easy questions. We have given the coordinate of A, B, and C, and we want to find out the coordinate of the centroid, means intersecting point of the median. Not very easy to find. Okay, this is all about all the formula from coordinate geometry. It's important for competitive examining also. We have to remember, we have to remind all these formula. In part 2, we shall describe about the numerical questions and very important questions for SA2 and very easy stage. If you have any query for your SA2 examination, for any competitive examination, for career making, any suggestion you want, you can subscribe Smart Study Circle and write to me on Smart Study Circle 1971@gmail.com. We have Smart Study Circle 1971@gmail.com. Have a great day ahead.